think I'm just gonna add just a couple of ice cubes to this thing, just to cool it down a bit more. Like, the fire was quite hot earlier. Welcome back to day 25 of my little horror movie recommendation series. Today I'm recommending Boys from County Hell. Boys from County Hell is an Irish vampire movie that takes a very unique spin to the whole vampire lore. The movie takes place in a small town that is famous for one thing, and that is an old stone altar that supposedly an ancient vampire is buried beneath, and that also gave the inspiration for Bram Stoker and Dracula. Now we follow a small friend group where one night when the two of them are walking home from a bar, one of them gets killed by a mad cow. Yeah, I'm not making that up. He gets killed by a mad cow. That of course causes some tension between both the friends and the rest of the town. But that's not all. Eugene, who's one of the main characters, is working with his father in their construction company, and they have been hired to take down the stone altar to build a new road going through the field where it's placed. And the rest of the town just hates them then, because it's the only thing that makes them famous, it's the only thing that brings in tourists, is that damn old stone altar. But as they tear it down, the very next day they meet at the workplace, it has been raised up again, and one of the workers is missing. Until he shows up at night. And this is where we just get like the first peek of what makes this kind of vampire a little different, because they make it evidently clear in the beginning that you cannot kill a vampire, one of these vampires, with a stake through the heart. That is like they couldn't have made it any more clear that that's not enough to take care of these vampires. You need to stake them through the heart and bury them with a ton of rubble and shit before you can stop them. But as they're taking care of the first vampire, the ancient vampire Apahachak. Did someone's cat just walk over the keyboard when they typed that name? What the hell? Apahachak. I don't know. He wakes up from the grave and starts going loose in the town. And I just really love his way of like, he is a very unique kind of vampire. As I said, the rules for these vampires doesn't really are not the same as the regular kind of vampires. And his way of like sucking blood is just by almost summoning it out of the body. If you ever played any of the Legacy of Kain games, it's kind of like how he sucks blood from a distance, you know, suck it into his, like, kind of calls it to him, which is like very cool to see. Now this is another great horror comedy, and the fact that this takes place in Ireland just makes it even more funny. For some reason, I don't know why. There are some crazy scenes we see in this, like at some point, like Eugene's father's leg get hurt, and Eugene has to like rip it off to use it as an improvised weapon. And I love it. When have you ever like seen something like that? Like you probably have. It came kind of like out of left field for this thing, and it's so good. This kind of flew under the radar. Like even me, when I saw this being released, I just looked at the cover and went like, eh. But honestly, it deserves a lot more love. It's like the Irish version of Shaun of the Dead, just with vampires instead of zombies. I don't know if that's gonna sell it, but it's really, really great movie. And that has been it for day 25 of my little horror movie recommendation series. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and until then, take care.